Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey to give you my 2019-2020 opening night lineup prediction for the Detroit Red Wings. So if you are here, welcome to the channel. I'm going to go through my forward group predictions, defense, goaltending. If you've been here before, you know the drill. And of course, in the comment section, let me know what you think on the Red Wings lineup. So let's start with the forward group. So the forward group of the Detroit Red Wings, I see a top line of Tyler Bertuzzi, Dylan Larkin, and Anthony Mantha. That's going to be really solid. Bertuzzi and Mantha, two guys that are not afraid to throw on the body. Larkin, who can create a lot in the ice. You can feed these two guys on the wing, and I expect this top line to be very successful for the Detroit Red Wings. And the second line, Athanasiou, Filppula, who you just signed, and Hirose. So Hirose is a guy that he's kind of a question mark. He could be on the second line, third line, maybe even fourth line, but he does have a lot of skill, and it's kind of a situation like Zadina. I'm going to talk about Zadina a little bit after I go through this top 12 here. Hirose, you just need to set him up for some success right off the bat. And I think if he's playing with a guy like Athanasiou, a lot of speed, keeping up with today's game, I do think Filppula or Nielsen could switch there, but I just think Filppula, a fresh start here, and he did play well with the Islanders. I think you slot him there and see how he does right off the bat. And in the third line, Christopher N., Nielsen, and Darren Helm. You know what? Already maybe Red Wings fans or hockey fans are kind of wondering why I don't have some of the younger players or rookies in the top 9. And I just think a new system potentially, or the fact that Stevie Y is here now, I think you start with the veterans and then decide on how you go moving forward. Which veterans you might potentially need to buy out next summer, or which veterans you need to try and trade and retain some salary. Obviously, you're going through a rebuild, you're going through a retool here, and you need to make those kind of decisions. So you need to let Darren Helm play. You need to let Abdelkader play. So I think having those guys play is the decision you need to make, and that goes to the fourth line. Ernie, who you just acquired from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Stevie Y is very familiar with him. Glendening centering that fourth line with Abdelkader. I think with a guy like Zadina and a guy like Rasmussen who had a rough end of the year, and Zadina who hasn't found himself yet in the NHL, I think the smart move, and I think where Yzerman is going to come in, you want them to find success right off the bat. And if that success is going to come in the AHL, maybe Rasmussen and Zadina play together, get some power play time together. I think that's the direction you want to go in. But I just think for the Red Wings, you don't want to rush those players. The Red Wings are known for taking their time on players, and I think Steve Yzerman, his experience with the Red Wings and Lightning, he's definitely not going to rush two players like that. So that's why I don't have them in the starting lineup, but I think if they have a crazy good training camp, then you never know. Let's move on to the defense. So Danny DeKeyser with Mike Green. I think Green could be a trade candidate. Go check out my video. Mike Green potentially could be in there. I think that will be your top pairing to start. And then Patrick Nemeth, who you just signed in free agency with Filip Hronek. You know what? For Filip Hronek and Dennis Cholowski, I think they could be a partnership at some point in this season. I just think to start the season, why have them together? I think they both have the potential to be a top 4 defenseman. Cholowski, to me, has a little more of an upside. I like his offensive presence. And I just think for a guy like Trevor Daley there on the bottom, is 1 year left in his contract, he also could be a trade candidate. And then Jonathan Ericsson, thankfully, 1 year left on his contract as well. He's a captive at this point. I think he might even start the year as a scratch. And then your goaltenders, Jimmy Howard and Jonathan Bernier. That's a pretty good tandem. Jimmy Howard, who's now above the age of 35, and Jonathan Bernier definitely can help take off the load from Jimmy Howard. So let me know what you think of my lineup predictions for the Detroit Red Wings. Obviously, they're going through a rebuild, a retool mode, and there's going to be a lot of changes for them throughout the year. And then once it comes to February, March, you're going to see some of the younger players. I would say at the very least, Zadina and Rasmussen throughout the season, and then maybe other younger players get a crack into this lineup if there's trades to be made. I would definitely look at the defense core right now and see at least 1 or 2 defensemen traded this year for the Red Wings. So thank you for watching. If you are new, please do subscribe to support the channel and for more hockey content coming every day. And please do drop a like. It really does help. Let me know your thoughts again in the comment section. This was John from Hot Take Hockey. Have a good one. Peace out.